I think it might be a 17.
No, my perception's pretty good.
It's 21.
21.
Oh, okay.
Perception goes off of wisdom. Well, it's not great, but it's not bad.
Your intelligence is worse, right?
Yeah, my intelligence is real bad, and the only reason my wisdom isn't so bad is because I have an item.
So as you watch, you kind of see this like gunk is kind of floating around the orb, and it just seems to be still. You kind of see the same thing that Sylvis did, where you see these little tendrils kind of testing like different parts of the hut here. And then you watch as one of the rats that is carrying a piece of gold is kind of like going up on the top rung here. It seems to slip and fall, and it falls kind of onto this puddle of this ooze. And you see it kind of gets stuck a little bit and starts to get out and run, and you see it's got this little like iron coin in its mouth, and it's kind of running and going, and then all of a sudden it just takes it, and then you watch as the coin just and dissipates to nothing.
Oh, good. Oh! No. Baby!
That one was Penelope.
That
Her
one
cousin.
was Penelope!
I forgot my charger, sorry.
And that is what you see in your 3-hour watch.
And I'm watching with rapt horror in the same way you watch the Discovery Channel.
Yeah. Like, it seems that this creature has no direct threat towards you guys. It's kind of testing to see, can I eat this thing? And as soon as food landed on it, it was just like, food. And then ate it. And you did notice the coin seemed to dissipate once it hit the surface of this.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, that's really not good.
Oh, that's...
Goody.
Are we all awake at this point?
I'd say the 3-hour watch is over. That is what you've seen. Do with it what you will. It's been 9 hours. You guys are all well rested.
Has Miriam relayed this information to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
It got worse.
It got worse. I saw it eat a rat. It also... the rat had a little iron coin, and it hit the ooze, and then just kind of went... and it was gone. So, I am desperately inspecting my hammer to figure out whether it's made of gold, or made of, metal. Because I think the hammer part is like
What is the
onyx.
length casting time of Leoman's Tiny Hut?
Yeah, we're fucked.
Duration.
Duration? 8 hours.
Yeah.
Oh. So, hold up.
Wait a minute. Put a little love in it.
I'd
We
say
didn't
you
discuss-
innately would know this. Would you like to burn one spell slot to keep Leoman's Tiny Hut active? Otherwise, this will get interesting.
I mean, I kind of feel like...
Yes.
Can we at least say, if you don't want to, I would at least notice...
I was gonna say, we would have said something about the
I would
ooze
have
and
noticed
everything.
the hut dissipating.
Alright, let's retcon this a little bit. We'll say we're at the 7th hour. You have seen the rat dissipate, and you kind of start to raise awareness, like, hey, I saw this weird shit happen, and what's going on? So we're at the 7th hour. I'd still say at this point, everybody just go ahead and mark that you have a full rest, just for keeping this sane. But that is where you're at. You've got an hour to kind of decide what you want to do with this, otherwise...
So is it, like, completely pooled under us at this point?
Yes, there's about a 1 to 2 foot radius outside of the circle, too.
Oh.
It is just
So
completely...
it's not a dissipate and run kind of situation, unfortunately.
So I don't know what this is or how this thing works. But
Yeah.
Can we like magic it from inside the hut and see if like fire or ice or electricity or something?
Remember, we're trying to avoid fire just a little bit. Methane.
I mean, if we're in the hut and fire's around us, and it...
Spells and other magical effects cannot go through.
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was the problem with the
Okay.
Medusa fight.
Okay.
Right. I mean, that's fair. That
That'd be a little OP.
that thing would be
Just
OP as
Just
fuck
like
if
pot
you were
shot
able
from
to.
inside, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my battle dome. Fight me.
We have a
That's
literal
for tanking.
tank.
Oh, I have an idea. How about like this last hour, I make it dark inside the hut and see if it's
Yeah.
reacting to light.
Yeah. Maybe.
Kree goes, shit, lights off.
Okay. I would like all of you to make a stealth check for me.
This guy's not trace to like him. I'm kidding. My stealth was
Fuck.
good.
That's a 7 for Kree.
I did worse.
Ooh, woohoo.
I got a 6.
I got 15.
I got 15.
Okay, that's what I should have used. 6.
You got a 6.
Still.
What'd you
Tina
get?
did well.
Yeah, I rolled a 17 plus whatever my stealth is. 19 total.
I'd say collectively, you guys, a couple of people are like, stop breathing so much.
Sorry, it's the bronchitis.
Let's see.
I'm only breathing through my mouth because of the smell.
It seems that, as far as you can tell, you don't see anything underneath you. It's
Sweet.
very hard to see, so you may have to light something to see if there's anything there.
Even with dark vision and
Even
I mean,
with
it's dark
perception,
down
it's
here.
basically an opaque surface, and you're trying to look at a black thing that's underneath you. You need a little bit of light to try and get this transference going on here.
Also, we're underground.
I
Can only do so much.
will.
So one of you guys can either light a torch or check something to see.
I'd
if,
like to use a spell slot
and
for
I'd say at this
detect
point,
magic.
30 minutes has passed.
I'm gonna do detect magic.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just gonna use like a cantrip to see.
21.
21? Okay. As your eyes kind of, and you go through, and did you ritual cast that or you burn the spell slot?
I burned a spell slot.
Okay. Unfortunately, what you see all around you, you see your friends with their various assortment of different magical items, and you see just a circle around you as this dome is completely magical. Past that, it's really hard to try and get a read outside of this. As far as you can tell, you don't detect anything magical besides the dome around you and your friends that are standing with you.
Great. Yeah, I passed along to the crew and say, well, that didn't do anything. Sorry, friends.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey. Sorry. I did not
Thaumaturgy
say that
can't
to my friends.
create flames. I can only change them, right? The way it
Yeah,
reads.
can't create
Okay.
them. You can just change
That's what I
what
thought.
they're
Yeah.
doing. Yeah.
Well,
So
and
anything-
I was looking at my druidcraft, and I can make a
Well,
Thaumaturgy is one of the
I
best
can-
flavor spells.
I can light a candle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or thaumaturgy, you could like send a spark of light or something, right? No.
I
haven't
can only
used
change
thaumaturgy
stuff
enough.
here. You wanna read?
That's
Maybe I
Thank
should
you.
just
It's not
go ahead
gonna
and
change
use
prestidigitation
this.
is
What is that?
the wizard version of
But-
thaumaturgy.
What is?
Prestidigitation.
Oh, okay.
That's when you
Oh
can do
yeah,
like
that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh, you can make a
Yeah, I
sound
forgot.
though.
Yeah, I did a while ago. It was fun.
The only thing
Can't remember who I did it to,
is
though.
the light us all up.
Alter the appearance of your eyes. Interesting. I didn't do that one. I really need to get my damn cards.
I can send you what he sent me. It's just
If one of you guys wanted
Oh,
to
yeah, send
attempt
that.
to stick your head out and kind of look down beneath the globe, that is something that you could attempt.
What if we make it real bright?
I think
It's a
I
trap.
can only make it dimly lit or dark.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if it's
It's
dimly
like a
lit,
light
can
bright.
I?
That's all you got.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
is
it's
that
not-
something
it's not
that you
fire,
can
so
just
I
kind of
can't
like
mess with it, right?
change
No.
at
Okay.
will? So I mean, we could
Like,
just flip it on.
You're basically
Lights
holding
on.
the Kirby light,
Lights
and that's
off.
the
I have to burn
ambient glow.
another spell slot, I think, to do it.
Oh really?
Yeah, because if I make it go away, then it goes away. I'd have to cast it again.
Oh,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So we
The
made the
Yeah, I was
light.
just talking about light.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
only make it dim and dark.
What if?
Well, I mean, can you make it dim real quick and then turn it back to
Because-
dark? Like,
okay.
would that be a way to do it?
Lighty light.
Okay.
And she
I'm
makes it a little bit
concentrating
dim
and
again. And I tell everyone to be alert.
Alright, so as you put the lights on and you kind of look around and you look at the floor, it seems that it's moved on.
Okay.
Okay.
Turn the light back off.
Lights up.
Okay. Well, good morning, everybody. Sorry.
Like, did we see which direction it moved, or we just see that it's
Roll a
gone?
perception check for me.
Did Bentley wake up for any of this?
Oh no, he's
Definitely.
just no.
17.
17. I'd say it's kind of hard to see through the surface of this, especially if you have the light off still. Do you have the light off or on right now?
Dim light is on.
Dim light is on.
Oh, wait.
I thought it
Sorry,
was
we
off.
turned it back
I was
off.
gonna say, it was kind of like a...
Okay, gonna do it again. Flip the light on real quick and
Okay.
go.
As you do, you look around, and it's kind of hard to tell, but you see the faint. It seems that maybe the iron traces that were in the rocks on the base of this seem to have been a little bit corroded and melted, and you see a trail that leads off into the water as it goes down and over the edge.
And flare.
Cool.
So, not that way.
Not into the water, yes. Good.
Not into the water.
Good
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
out.
Good to know.
Norman.
Do I see any rats when
Smart.
I'm looking for the?
Yes, there's pretty much a steady stream of just like about every 5 minutes you see about 4 or 5 rats just skittering off.
Is there
and-
still
Okay.
the bigger ones thrown in?
Yes.
Okay.
I tell them, I'm like, well, I guess we should keep going and get away from that ooze.
As I'm looking at this, I'm just thinking like, did y'all ever see that episode of Invader Zim when the babies formed that giant baby and they had to fight it?
I'd say
I'm
you've got about
imagining that's
5
what we
minutes
got going.
left on your Leoman's tiny hut. So.
I'm like,
I mean,
"Ooh,
we're
guys,
up.
we gotta go.
I'm gonna
It's
shake
time to
Bentley because
What?
We're under attack! Get ready!
Oh God, no!
I'm kidding.
And you just kind of see him run into a corner and try to like hide, and then as far as you can tell, like you watched him like very blatantly run into a corner and just duck, but it's hard to see him.
I know, for God's sake, man, we're moving on.
I use my I use my focus staff and just kind of like poke around a little bit like a blind man until I hear a small. Oh, there he is. Hey, come on! I was just messing with you. Let's go.
Don't do that.
Good morning.
Come on.
We saved your life from some weird shit. Be
You
grateful.
almost killed me before. Shut up.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, honey.
Fair's
I
fair.
like fluffy birds.
You're so cute, a good knuckle.
Okay.
Oh.
So, which direct? Oh,